training is very important for two reasons. First of all, there's the safety aspect of it.
He takes long for short positions.
That is why I feel it is the shipyard of the city.
Jack Lloyd as our guest for the day. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Hello and welcome all of you to yet another episode of Quarterdeck. Today the Marine Bizz TV camera crew is at the premises of a company called Alum Steel and they are located at the Jebel Free Zone. Well, today Quarterdeck is going to be very interesting because we're going to talk about a man who has converted or indulged from steel to cricket and from cricket to steel. It's none other than the chairman of Alum Steel, Mr. Shyam Bhatia, and I am in conversation with this genius man. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Bhatia, being the customer's first choice is the tagline of Alum Steel. So, being a leading distributor in the respective industry of steel, and we would like to know about the inception, geographical spread, and the history of Alum Steel as a whole.
Alum Steel, we started in 1979. Mm-hmm. And before that, I was promoting the companies, I was a part in the companies. But as you said earlier, it's the best company for friendly for clients. Mm-hmm. And the first client is number one. Mm-hmm. That I learned when I was working in an insurance company. Mm-hmm. I'm a basically born salesman. Okay. I'm not a master degree. I don't have any US degree. I know how to sell. And that's how I learned from the game of cricket.
So basically, when you talk about your management profile and geographical spread, where is Alum Steel standing now?
Well, today, Alum Steel have so many geographical branches, and we are moving further regional-wise and maybe internationally. At the moment, we have opened office in Doha. We are looking at Saudi Arabia. We are almost going to finalize. We are in Abu Dhabi. We are already have office in Turkey. And we are also opening in India very soon.
And tell us about your company, mission, vision, and so on.
Mission, vision is one. That how to sell the steel. Okay. That's number one. And number two, it's a very clear vision that we want to become an international company. I want to basically support young people. My son is the CEO of the company. And I have a lot of senior young executives whom I'm trying to promote, make them part of Alum family. And these guys, when I see here, coming, they are in charge of the business. In spite of, we have so much crisis. Today, I must tell you, the steel industry has suffered one of the most, you can say, in this crisis. The price is from $1,500 to came to $500.
Drastic.
It's a drastic change. But this is the one industry will always survive because there's no change of a design, there's no change of a model.
It's all the same.
It's the same.
Building a brand is one part of the gamble in business. Sustaining the brand is another part of the gamble. Now, when you say the customer's first choice, it's a hilarious task to maintain this. And I'd like to ask you two questions. One is, how do you substantiate your statement by saying that it's going to be the customer's first choice? Number two, how do you maintain this profile or image?
There's no rocket science in that. First is the service. You have to give an excellent service to the client. Like I tell you, for our business, logistic is very important. And we have our own transports. We have told all the staff, I have told, that make sure no customer should complain about deliveries. If we get order today, we should be honest to the customer that when we can deliver.
The truth.
The truth. And we are also one of the rare steel company who have an ISO certificate. We have ISO based company. Our factory is a CARE approved, the first in the Middle East. So we have raised the standard of the industry and service. Today you have to understand this steel industry, especially construction. If the steel is delayed on the site for 1 day, how many workers are sitting there? Idle. How much company will lose? So these are very important aspects.
Service is the key.
Service is the key.
And customer will come back to you.
Exactly. You know, if you even are 50 dirhams expensive than other, and your service is good, he'll come to you first.
And it will remain as a customer's.
As a customer. That's why we have one of the old construction companies of Dubai, our clients.
Well, now tell us, of course, steel is your main business, but if you bifurcate the business of steel, what are your core activities?
See, steel is a very, very large word. You know, they have so much grades, so much different kind of steels. We are, I think, the only steel company in UAE that who deals in the construction steel as well as fabrication.
Okay.
That number one. We cater all oil and gas industry. We cater the fabricators. We carry merchant bars. We carry all sort of structural steel. We carry steel. So these are two completely different. So we have to service every industry.
Okay.
Who has to use the steel? That's very important for us now.
Well, as you said, you believe in sales and you're a salesman, you're a quality man, you're a man of words in terms of services, you have no big degree with you. But still, young people like us, we come out from the cocoon, the MBA degree, and we are taught in the MBA management classes that your strategies are very important for successful business. So, based on the bookish theory to the experienced man, I'd like to ask you, what are your business strategies in terms of area when you, let's say Middle East. I wouldn't say UAE, but the Middle East as a whole.
See, today, after the crisis, 2008, this was a worldwide crisis. It's not only UAE and the Gulf.
Okay.
UAE is affected, especially in that Dubai, more because this was based only on a construction industry, which is having some tough time now. Abu Dhabi, we have to play regionally.
Okay.
Earlier, we were so much busy in Dubai, we didn't have time to go out. But what we see now that we have, Dubai is gone down and Dubai is steel consumption is down. So that has opened the doors for us.
Okay.
We are going to Abu Dhabi, we are going to Doha, we are going to Saudi Arabia. And you have to remember what I learned from insurance business. If client is throwing you away from the door, the next time you enter from the window.
Oh.
So what we are trying, Dubai is the door for us. So that door is at the moment is closed for us. So now we are entering in the whole Gulf and Middle East through windows.
Fine.
That lot of windows is open for us now. Oh, that's the way you progress.
Absolutely.
We have to go and see which other opportunities we have and face the competition.
Well, apart from your core business, what are your other projects?
At the moment, we have steel, the core business. The next one is joint venture with Mac Steel. Mac Steel is one of the world's largest private steel company from South Africa.
Okay.
And we have signed the joint venture with them to put service centers in all the Middle East and India.
Because service is the key as far as you're concerned.
Exactly. And this is service centers for oil and gas industry. Like we have service center for construction industry in DIP. And we have other service centers we're going to do for Middle East for gas and oil industry. See, today, gas and oil industry is a very big industry in our Gulf. Aramco, Abu Dhabi, Kuwait, they are spending a lot of money on development of the oil. So we want to service them. So we enter with the Mac Steel for that.
Fine. Tell us something about the rebar processing of Alum Steel.
Rebar processing, as you know, rebar processing means it's cut and bend. It's a value addition. Value addition for the steel to supply on the construction site. Earlier, all contractors were doing buying a steel and make a cut and bend on the site. So now we have taken that burden from them and we are doing in our factory. They used to do manually there, we are doing here mechanically. And we are the first processing company in the Middle East to get a care certificate.
Okay.
And we have most modern factory and a care approved. Again, we say this is quality and service is the key.
Absolutely.
And we are moving further and further, and we will be going to the whole region and putting up these processing units.
Well, when you talk about this rebar processing, or let's say, let's cater the whole aspect of your business. How is your facility different from others?
More or less it's the same. Comes the quality.
That's the difference.
There's a difference. And the service. Most of contractors, my key is, if we get a job from one contractor, we make sure he is always with us.
You will not leave him.
He should not leave us.
Okay.
Rather, not we leave him. He should not leave us. Because he knows we are the people who deliver material on the time and with the best quality, less headaches. Because end of the day, what is a business? Every business, I'm not doing any rocket science business. I'm doing a business which all, you can say 10, 20, 50 people are doing. Where you score over competitors is your service and quality.
That's the key.
That's the key.
I'm sorry. I had problems at the port state control with my ship.
With the GL classified ship.
Well, to be a leader in the market is no joke. It requires a lot of hard work, sweat. It's not easy. It takes time to build the trust, and your experience also matters. So, you're a leader. So, what are the key aspects of being a leader in the industry as far as you are concerned, both on a personal level and on a company level?
Well, I tell you, to be a leader in the market, remember, one man can't do anything.
It's a team.
It's a team. So my slogan in my office is that, guys, I look after you, you look after company.
Two-way process.
Absolutely. And end of the day, I'm head. That's all. But I educate. I explain to our staff, you are professionals, behave like professionals. My point is, I'm going back to the cricket phrase. If you bat with a straight bat, you may not score quick runs, but you build up your inning. If you bat with a cross bat, you may hit few sixes, fours, but you'll get out soon. So here again, I tell the guys, or all the staff, please be straight with the clients.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. Don't lie. Don't fool. You can fool somebody once, not even twice nowadays. That's the key.
Be straight to the client.
Be straight with the clients. And you have to motivate your staff. We have conducting Arabic classes now in our office.
Every week, once in a week?
Once in a week. In office time, not office time. So all the sales people who are connected to marketing, accounts people, everybody attend these classes. We have a cricket team. We have intercompany sports, matches. And another important thing I tell you, which is rare, we celebrate here every staff's birthday. You know?
So who pays for the cake? The staff or the company?
Company pays. Company pays.
Okay.
And we cut the cake. Every afternoon when the birthday, all staff people come. We take the photograph. If I'm in town, I make sure I'm there.
Okay.
And this is get to motivate the people. It's all motivation, man.
Correct.
As it is, people are living a lot of stress life in this part of the world, unnecessary because the expenses are too high.
Too high.
So it's motivation.
That's the thread.
That's the main.
Well, in cricket, Pakistan is the arch rivals of India. They're always arch rivals, so it's a competition for India. Similarly, I think you were there for the football finals at South Africa.
Yeah.
I think Holland and Spain were there. So they were, it was a competition, in fact. So when you talk about competition in sports, of course, competition in business is also there. So how do you face competition?
I tell you, I'm one of the senior man in the steel industry in this part of the world. Mm-hmm. All other companies who are here, believe me, I don't treat them as a competitor. I have such a great relationship with them. To them also, I talk openly. I mean, today, the market, today, you go to ocean, whole world is market for you. So it's better, instead of fighting, you live together, and drink the water.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. So there's no question of competition. And don't forget, whatever is your destiny, you'll get.
That's there.
That's there. I have a very cordial, excellent relationship with all our trading community here.
The employees are your core strength. You said it's a teamwork that creates a leader and breaks a leader or makes a leader. Now, I know I happened to watch a movie, and in that movie they says that if an employee has a problem, then the company has a problem. So similarly, what facilities does Salem Steel cater in terms of health, safety, security, and so on to your family, boys and girls working for you?
As I told you earlier, that I tell all my employees that you take care of a company, I'll take care of you.
That's the logic.
That's the logic. And today we have all medical insurance of all the employees, fully covered. We have life insurance of our employees, and all these employees are regular. We insist them to every year to go on the leave, and being ISO certificate, for safety point of view, there's so much requirement for there. If you come, you see the outside when you enter an office. There are a few boards there, but the important thing, I don't know you noticed or not, all cars are parked in reverse.
Reverse.
Yes.
I didn't notice.
Yes. You know why? Because in case of any fire, anything happen, so they don't have to reverse the car and bang somebody.
Okay.
They park like this, they can straight they can go away. So these are the
Minute
points.
things which makes a big difference.
Big things at the
End of the day.
end of the day, and any eventuality happens. Same thing in our warehouse, same thing in our factory. These are very, very important aspects.
Experience is the best teacher, is it not? So I don't have to, you're the man with a lot of experience. Now, you've taken the trouble, or you've taken the courtesy to build this huge empire. What is your biggest accomplishment till date?
The biggest achievement,
Yeah.
what do you call is I'm able to train my son. Today my son is the CEO of the company. His name is Shyam Bhatia. Vikram is 30 years old. Young blood, and I trained him to take over this company eventuality, and everybody looks that his company should be run by his children. Vikram went to study in US, and 3 years he worked in New York, because I want him to work in New York to get a working culture. Otherwise, you bring from university a young boy here, and owner's son, what can happen? He worked 3 years in New York, and New York is a tough place to survive. I never sent him any extra money, so he has to live what he was earning, and then brought him here and give him the experience under me. That is, if you ask me heart to heart, that's my biggest achievement.
Brilliant. Tell us something about your family, apart from Vikram.
We have another daughter. Her name is Priya. She's a brilliant girl. Priya is 29. She is a marketing manager for, MAC Cosmetics.
Okay.
Where you see
Very famous.
Very famous. She is the marketing manager for the Gulf and India.
So she doesn't want to come to your trade.
She doesn't want to come my trade, and she enjoying her job. And probably she travels maximum in the family. All around the world.
Okay.
And I'm really proud of my children.
And are your children also cricket fans?
My son Vikram follows cricket.
Okay.
But as Dubai never had a cricket when they were schooling here. But he's very keen on cricket. He follow.
Fine.
He follows me and he follow the cricket principles, what I have taught him. Bat is the straight bat.
Okay. Tell us something about the cricketing experience. Of course, if you have to talk to me, I think I'll need 2 or 3 days. But right from the how did you get this passion of cricket? There were so many other games. Why cricket?
I tell you, it's very interesting. I used to play cricket, and as a young man in India, I never worked. I used to play only cricket, and I was employed by ESO International when I was studying also. So I used to play for there. And then after graduation, I had to look for a job. There was no money in the cricket that time, in the 60s. I got a job in a New India insurance company and moved to Dubai. And Dubai being a small place, they used to play cricket here. Small, the RAF and sand tracks and all these things. So everybody thought, oh, good cricketers come here. And it was cricket opening doors for me. Everywhere. Like you and me go to meet somebody. That gentleman will call me first before you.
Right.
So that way,
Connections.
cricket I developed so much connections here, including my business. When cricket started in Sharjah, I knew a lot of cricketers back home. They came here. They used to always come my home for lunch, whole team. It was like in their itinerary. And I could see, then I went to the business. I meet the people, I meet anybody. I always prefer to do a business. But again I said, the teaching of the game, bat with a straight bat, that helped me a lot. So now I want to get back to the game.
And I could see all those big photographs, connections with all those big players.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
I'll tell you a very interesting story. I want to give back to the game. And how to give it? So I wrote a book. I had no experience, but I want to do something different. Which book is a coffee table book. I will show you. And there's no photographs, the illustrations in the book. And book become very popular.
Absolutely.
But I'm not selling the book.
You
So,
kept it as your...
so some bankers and some friends ask, why don't you sell? If you, okay, don't sell, we buy your book for a corporate gift and you give that money to a charity. So that's way I started a charity which is called Cricket for Care. I give a cricket kits for underprivileged children. And these kits, this is a game teaches you a lot. Like build your character, keep you out of mischief, keep discipline, team leadership, your physical exercise. And again, as I said, they teach them bat with a straight bat. See, children are the future of the nation. So I'm trying to give back through this future of the nation worldwide.
Okay.
I have donated these cricket kits to South Africa, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, your Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, everywhere now it's going. So that's the way I want to. Now I have built a cricket museum at home, which have a lot of history of the game. A lot of children come to see that museum and get the knowledge of the game. So there I'm sharing with everybody. I'm sharing my passion. If you don't have passion and hobbies in your life, I mean, business, how long you can do? So you need some passions some hobbies. So very important. And give back to society. That's a great thing.
Thank you very much. It
Thank
was
you.
a pleasure having
Thanks
you
for coming for
on our show.
Thank you.
And look to see you maybe next year or the year after to hear more cricketing stories rather than the official technical ones.
You are most welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With this, we come to the end of the interview series of with Mr. Shyam Bhatia. Now, this will continue. In fact, on our next series, we'll show you more of him on cricket, industry and steel. Until then, see you and goodbye.